Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Takes a lot to get rid of, any bullets at all. It still gives me 22. Alright, what can I do to get rid of these bullets then? I gotta find a dump chest somewhere. I know I've got dump chests here somewhere. Oh, up here. There's my dump chests. Right, well, let's go and dump them in here then, shall we? There we go. Right, I've got all of these. I've got a load of timber in here. Let's go and put some bullets in here as well, shall we? Right, that's got rid of that. Now I don't need to worry about that anymore. It's one less thing to be concerned about. And we can come all the way back over here and back down to where I was busy working, which was not down there. It was over this way. Right, busyness. We need to be doing busyness down over here, and this is now going to be relatively straightforward, I hope. So I can have the belt goes out that way, and then this belt here goes out that way like that. You go up there that way, and then you... That goes onto the far side, and that one goes onto that far side. All I got to do is side load these, and then they're on both sides of the belt, and that's going to be perfect. I don't need to have any splitters or anything extra coming in there in order to sort of make it look prettier. So then we can go into here. I've got everything else loaded up here that I could possibly want, so I'll take some of them. I'll take a couple stacks of these. I'll take a couple stacks of these. Going to take any other... I will take a stack of those because I've run out. And then this stack right here, I'm going to swap that one over for some of them. And... Ooh. Right. Take it. Oh, it's belts. Belts was the other bit that I was after. Right, I want some of them. And... Well, that's about it, really. I haven't got space for anything else. I got this coal, and I got this crushed stone up here. I want to do something with. Well, I'm making something with crushed stone here somewhere. Where am I? Oh, it's here. Right. I'm using up crushed stone right here. So I can dump that in there, and I can dump that in there. And I can dump that in there. And that's that little bit out. Coal right in here. I haven't got anything that I can go and put coal with, so we'll ignore that bit. Right, so now we come back down here. And we can go and we can put you in down like that. So then all I need to do is run an underground belt all the way up to that point, and that's got the outfeed. So I got infeed and outfeed on both of them. These are filled all the way back up with mud and compost and everything all the way up to the top. Now all I got to do is connect up the power lines. So we'll go through along the bottom edge first, and I will put power in here. Just do every other one like that, and then I'll go here and do every other one again like that, and I'll go here, and this is where they're all going to start working all together at once, or mostly, and then you go over to there. Right, there's lots of redundancies all the way through, except that it is all off of that one line right there. So let's add in another layer of protection on our cables being joined together like that. A couple lines of protection. And this gives me a whole load more soil coming through. So now we can run back up this way. Mud is going to be the big issue next, isn't it? And that's why we've gone and made 10 more water washing plants so that we can deal with that extra requirement for mud. We do also have the compost requirement, but I'm confident at the moment that we will be able to keep up with that because we've got all of this wheaten coming in. So I'm reasonably confident that it'll sort of process through fast enough that we'll keep up with everything that's coming in. And now look at the soil coming in. So next I want to go over here, and I want to make sure that I've got this loading in here as quickly as possible. So I'm going to start having some double loaders on here. I'm going to have one more coming in, and then I'm going to have one more feeding out. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that one so you can go there. And then that belt is going to go over there like that. We've actually got enough power all the way around. So the only thing I need to do is change this one and have the collection point here instead of where it was. I don't need to do anything else. So that's going to start running in there. I've now got 2 loaders and I've got 2 unloaders. It's going to push it through just a teensy little bit faster. Okay, this is working well, but what I want to do with you is I want to put your off... No, it doesn't matter about the offset, actually. That offset is not going to make any difference. Right, we'll just leave it like that. They'll just keep scrambling to pull it all away. I'm hoping that they can scramble through and take enough of it out that these can actually start working. But, I mean, this is looking promising. The amount that we've got running through here now, the mud obviously is not working, but the compost, it does actually look like the compost is going to be able to keep up. And the mud in here, the soil, looks like we got the 2 inserters is enough in there. That is also doing everything that I want it to do, which is fantastic. So now we'll run all the way down here, and you can see that we've already run out of mud down here. So I need to go and build the new plants in here. So I want 2 lots of these. And this is a thing that I noticed previously on my last playthrough for myself was you never have enough water washing facilities. Right, now what I can do is I could go over this side and I could upgrade some of these. I've got landfill in here. We've got 53,000 landfill in there. And I do have other landfill that we're doing some stuff with, but I'm not really, like, doing a great deal with it. This entire process here is set up for landfill and landfill alone. And, you know, maybe we should upgrade some of these. But I'll leave that for a minute. Where, oh, where am I going to put... I'll drop it down into here. There's no reason not to. We'll bring it down into here. We'll come across onto this. It's not going to have any robot backup support, anything like that, just for a minute, but that's all right. Not everything in our base has to have robot support. Although I'd actually like to start building some robot support around here, and like all along the edges. And then fill in that area there. I'd like to... Ooh, I'll tell you what, we'll do that right now. Let's... Where's the pattern that I had? I had a pattern on here. I don't think I had a blueprint for it, did I? Yes, I did. I had a blueprint. Right, ideal. So we can use the blueprint. Go to map. Drop it in along here. And that one is going to go out on that edge, and it's going to drop right in there. And then if I do this... That drops right on that very edge. I'll shift click that one in, and then I'll come out over here like this, and I'll shift click that one in there. So that is joined all the way across. That does actually have a connection all the way across. And then what I will do is I'll go here, I will ghost print one in there, and I will go and take this, ghost print one there, and ghost print one there, so that I've got a connection that goes all the way around. And I'm going to do the same with power. Ghost print that in, and ghost print up another one up there. So I've got power all the way around. I've got, literally, I've got everything that's going all the way through. Robots are already on their way down to do that. All of the robots that are up here, like all of the bricks, everything, we've got full place for that. Now, silicon processing is stopped on 60% for a little while. The reason that has stopped on 60% is because all the bricks were taken out of production temporarily. They're coming back in again now. Like, I've used up all of the bricks that I need, which means that I will have more coming up in here. See, it's full at 12,000, as 3,700 going in there. At least I think that was my thing. Wait, what's happened in here? Something else has happened that has stopped these from... What's not producing here? You're not producing, so why aren't you producing? Alright, let's go to Angel's Blocks. It's not the exploration ones, it's these blue production ones right here. Motor. No. Yes, motors. Motors are not being produced. Why aren't motors being produced? So what do I need for the motor? Go there. I'm a little bit confused. That's these. Oh. Ah. Right, that's the other bit of this coming through. Cellulose fiber. I don't have enough cellulose fiber being produced. The reason I don't have enough cellulose fiber being produced is because I don't have quite enough algae being produced. Now, an algae farm level 2 is not currently an option because that is production block level 3 to go and make those. And I'm not making production block level 3. So the only thing really that I can do, because I've got all of the ingredients in here, the only option I've got is to make more algae farms. I need to expand it out down here and at least lay in another 6 algae farms down there, so that they'll come back up. I mean, I've got... Yeah, well, I'm leaving the brown algae producing. I'm not changing that over. I refuse to change that over. So I've got to have more green algae being produced. We'll work on that in a minute. Okay, so I've got robots. They will be on their way. They'll go and do that. I want this to be filled in with landfill. I'm not going to do that just yet, though. I'm going to do the whole water treatment here, which means that I need 1 seafloor pump. I'll take that one out. I will drop said seafloor pump right down there like that. And then I will take the 10 washing plants that I've got. We have water running into those from a center line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, you've got to have them in exactly the same kind of pattern. So I'm going to bring that one over. I'll bring it this way, actually. Add in just the pipes in the middle, like that. Drop those down through. And then we'll add the center pipes on these as well, like that. Do the same there, here, and here. And then this one can go... which way am I going to do that? I'll go kind of like this, I guess. Right, well, I'll worry about that bit in a minute. Let me just bring these down. Like that. So I got the water coming in here. And I'm going to have the water running in this side as well. So that'll go up through, up to there. And then that one will come out here. So actually, that one there, if I get rid of that and then I turn that one round, I'll put a copper pipe in there. I'll take you, bring you out that way. Boom and boom down in there. And then we want to go and we want to make a standard water pump like that and have you out of here. So that one will drop in there underneath and go into that one. I then have 1 underground pipe that runs between those two, drop it in here, and then those two go into there. So I've got the water that then runs into, like, everything has now got water being fed into it. I'm going to need belts. That belt is going to run up there. So I just have a central belt on this one. And I'll put... These will come up like that. And then I'll do this one down on this side. And this is going to have like a double extension on it. So we will go pick up and drop down. Will be out further like that. And run up through there and do all of those. And then I can add in 1 more bit of belt onto here. So far, so good. Recipes next. So we'll take that one, and that is going to be heavy mud water. This one is going to be concentrated mud water. This one is going to be light mud water. This one is thin mud water. And this one is saline water. Like that. So I'll copy and paste each of these out across like that. And then I will take power and I will run... Right, well, if I put the power pole in the middle like that, it will cover some of it. That one to there, here, there, and one there like that. And now I can come out over to this side, and I'll do a power pole just in this corner of these, down through here like this. So I've got the power poles there. I can then run power poles further up like this. Connect that one across there. I'm waiting on a whole host of things to come through. See, they're coming over here, and they are charging, so they're coming over. But what I'm going to need to do is, if I want this to actually run anytime soon, I'm just going to connect that in like that, so that I've got full power coming in. So now everything is working in there. I haven't got that side connected up, so I just need to have an extra power pole right in there. The only issue we got... Oh, no, no issue. I was just thinking it was something was loading on the wrong side, but it's not. There's nothing loading on the wrong side of anywhere. Okay, so if I brought that to there, I now need that mud to be able to go all the way up and connect in to the rest of the system. So probably straight up there would be the best and most easiest bet for us to do. Now, I think I can have... Yes, I can. That will fit. It'll go all the way up to there. So if I drop those two through, just double check that it is... Yeah, well, we don't double check anything. So if I just go for a bit of a mosey on around here, and then I can take underground belts, and I can run this up here. Where are we going? We're heading over that side. Right. Disconnect that one a minute. Bring that back this way. Put a belt in. I have an underground belt coming over this side. One here. I'll take it in between those two tanks before I do anything else with it. So bring it right over to that point right there. And then we'll go up here like this. Send you upwards. Now spin round and like that. Another one. Right, now the issue here is that that one's going to stop right in the middle. That's fine, we'll just do that. And then we'll do that. And now I've run out. I have actually got some more underground belts, as fortune would have it, right there. I'll take 100 of those. And then I can run back up through here, and I can send the last few. That one's going to go to here, and that's going to go to there, and then this is going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's going to drop in. So I've now got a load of soil that's going to come in, a load of mud that's all going to come in on one side on there. So I'm going to go in on that one side. It's going to come all the way around. It's going to go up to there, and then it will side load again onto there. So I've got a great big slug of mud. It's going to come in and side load properly onto that. It's going to fill everything up. There we go. Right. That's looking a bit more promising. Like the mud has slowed down a bit down through here. It's still working, but the mud supply is definitely not quite up to par down here. So what about... Oh, right, okay. I've neglected to add in one very, very vitally important piece. Right, they have actually all got... Like, I've got robots. They are on their way to go and lay all of those in. There is one vitally important piece that I need to do down here, and that is I need to add the clarifier, which I completely forgot to do. So I'll pop that one down there like that, and then we will just take some regular pipes. I'll bring that out that way. I'll run it along here, and that will come down here. And there goes all of the salt water. All of the saline water can now get run through there as rapidly as we can possibly produce it. Is it actually going to be... Do I need to have like a storage tank? Do I need anything to just ease the pressure on this a bit? Doesn't look like it. See, that's running continuously. It doesn't look like it's back... Oh, it is. That's actually backing up a bit. There. That is actually backing up. One of these is not going to be enough. Alright, get rid of the clarifier a second, and then I'll make 2 of them. And I'll put these side by side. I'll put one on that end, and I'll put one on that end. And then I'll put it in another power pole over here. And I'll get rid of that power pole, and I'll put it over here instead. There. Right. Now we have a look. It's not quite ready to fill that one all the way up. What does this do? It's supposed to do 1,000 at a time. But it's not pausing at all. At no point are we having to wait. Oh, now we are. There. Right, that's good. So that's pausing us waiting. It's not actually, like, it's having periods of time where it doesn't do anything at all. This is excellent. We want it to have periods of time where it's not doing anything at all. And then we've got mud coming up from 2 lots down here. If I can have another 2 lots and like duplicate that little system and do 2 more lots of that, we'll probably head this way to do it. That'd be all of the mud that we could want for quite a considerable amount of time. But right now, I think it will cater to most of our needs. This is working really well, but I would like to have more of it. Okay, that is it. It's absolutely brilliant, but I definitely want to be getting through a bit more of this. So this is using up 200 viscous mud water every 5 seconds, which is 40 per second. This is producing 300 per second, so I can do enough at 40 per second. I can produce, what? I can have 5 lines coming off. I can have 6 lines, 7 lines coming off of this one. I only want 6 lines, so I only need that 1 pump, and I can have another 4 lines, which is actually what I want in order to cover everything on there. In order to be able to build another 20 of those, I'm going to need a few more electronic, the green electronic circuits. I have none of those whatsoever. We're going to head over to the greens, and we're going to get them. The reason that I am so desperate to get all of this soil up and running is because the more soil we have, the more plastic we produce. Is essentially what it is. That plastic is not working very well at the moment because we need soil. And the reason that it's not going very well is because we also need soil to run the trees, which we need for all of the green circuits, which we need for a whole load of other things anyway. So we've got to get the production of all of this mud and everything sort of fully up to scale. I've also got another big lot of it over here. We've got massive of stuff over on this side. I don't need that many seafloor pumps, but that's fine. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lots over there, which is 40 of those. Now, those are level 1s. I could switch all of those up to level 2s if I wanted to. I'm not going to worry about that at the minute. I'm just going to make the 20 that I want for the bit down the bottom. In order to do that, I'm going to need some of these green electrical boxes over here. And we're making a few of them, just not very many. So what I'm going to do is, in order to stop any of them being taken away and being used somewhere else, I'm just going to come in here. It's electronic blocks that we're waiting on, and I can guarantee you the reason we're waiting on electronic blocks is because we're waiting on cellulose fiber in order to make them. I absolutely guarantee that cellulose fiber is the issue, then yes it is. Cellulose fiber is 100% the issue because we're not making very many of these. And if you go up through to these right here, it is on the cellulose fiber that we are waiting. In order to properly produce that, I need to be flooding in a little bit more algae. I think another line of 6 of these would probably be enough. Probably. There's no guarantee that it actually is enough, but I suspect that I just need one more line of those to fully saturate everything that's coming up in here, and that then should be enough for the rest of the factory, at least for the minute. So I think that's our issue. I need those electronic blocks. Now, I've got quite a few in here. I've still got 1,600 in here. This is another problem, is I've got, like, there's a lot of them being taken out to go into this bit. So I'm just going to pull up, like, 1,000 of them there, and then I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to just pop down a few in here like this. So I'm just going to put, like, 200 into that one, and 200 into that one, and you know what? I'm not going to have 200 at all. I'm going to have 100 in there, and the same in that one, and then I'm going to go up here and take 100 and drop them in there, and then we'll take 500 here, and 125. Not 90. No, it's that one there. It's 125, and then I go up into here and I put those in there. So I've still got 500 of those, and all of these are now producing a few of these green ones, and then I can stand here next to the line, and I can pull off all of the green ones that we want, which means that then I can go and make my 20 machines that I want to go and make. Which, yeah. It take a little bit of time to go and do that. That's absolutely fine. We're not. It's not going to cause any hardships doing that. I got 179 electronics blocks on me now, or the electronics blocks level 2. Just pick up a few more here. That makes 192. I want to get 200. I want to get a solid 200 of them on board. 200. It's exactly 200. Right, I'm just going to take a couple extra there. So we've got 202, and I'll drop that in, so now we've got a few of them able to go off into the logistics system as well, and that gives me well over the number that I wanted in here. So I've got 20 of those being made. I've got underground belts, I got everything else that I could possibly want to go and do the rest of the stuff that I was going to do. I'm going to run down here now, and I've got 2 slots available. Somewhere over where have we put it? Oh, it's just over here, right. So I'm just going to run over to this side a little bit, and I'm going to grab me a little tiny bit of landfill. I've got loads and loads of it in here. Yeah, we've got absolutely masses of stuff in here. So I can get 2 stacks of landfill, which I'm hoping is kind of enough to go and do what I want to do. I'm going to bring this back. How much have I got in? I've only got 6,000 landfill actually available to be used in the circuit network, which potentially could be a bit of a problem for us in some places. I don't know. At the moment, it's just potentially it might be a bit of a problem. It's probably going to end up being alright, but we'll wait and see. I'm still waiting on a lot of these to be built, but then that's because we're waiting on a load of other robots to go and do stuff as well. So what I want to do is I want to take that landfill right there, and then I'm going to run along. So we're going to fill in all of that section there, and here like this. Let's just make that a little tiny bit bigger there. And then I can run all the way along here. That's using up some of the 300 that I had. Yeah, like that. Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.